know what my flaws are. If someone were to point out my flaws, I'd be like, true. And if someone were to point out something that I didn't think was a flaw or that it wasn't true, I'd be like, well, that's not true. So like, that's just how I look at it. So
yeah. And that's good to keep in mind. Like, not that I will give, like, not that I'll write shitty comments, but sometimes I will. Like, I think it was this week with the Candace Owens news, and like, you know, she was coming down pretty hard on Chrissy Teigen, basically being like, yeah, like she needs to be held accountable. Like this so-called mayor of Twitter, queen of social media. Everyone's like, she can do no wrong. And it's like, I feel like she's been given so many chances, and now finally, you know, she's seeing some repercussions in the form of like, yeah, Target's no longer carrying her like cookware line. And I think Macy's and Bloomingdale's stopped carrying it as well. And I saw that Candace had Nicole Arbour on.
Yeah, I just saw that last night.
And then I guess they had edited, like I saw part of it. I think it's the whole thing is not even available to be seen because she had to edit it because Nicole. What I think happened is like Nicole made herself look really bad, and then she threatened a bunch of like a lawsuit or something like, oh, if you don't cut this all out, I'm going to sue you or it's going to look bad for me. When really it's like she just couldn't prove her point, and she wasn't either great at debating or good at holding her ground or like commanding the panel. I guess it looked like she kind of just got upset because maybe she was wrong and then stormed off. That's what it looked like to me. And I found myself wanting to write shitty comments about Nicole because like she has me blocked. I can't remember what happened. Oh, I think this was back when Nicole Arbour was shitting on Louis J. Gomez, and he's a comic in New York, and I think I went to his defense or something, and something like, yeah, I don't know if I consider her to be like a real comic, but then people have said that very same thing about me, but I haven't seen her perform stand-up anywhere. Like, I don't think she's ever had any performance dates, you know, she'll just do like goofy videos. And I think because of that, she ended up blocking me. But when this Candace Owens stuff resurfaced, I found myself wanting to say shitty comments about Nicole. And I was like, you know what? Like, I guess I don't need to do that. You know, it's like, I don't need to involve myself. And
so did you watch like the part that was like that they released? Like, did you watch the interview?
I saw the part of her on the panel. I don't know what was what led up to it, but I saw her get upset and then leave. And then
so you didn't see before, like when they were like talking before?
Gosh, no. Where do you see that?
I found a YouTube clip of it, and
let me try to find it.
I wish that you saw that. So like, cause I see what, you know, I could probably find my YouTube history. But I thought that I like Candace Owens, but she went into that looking for a fight.
Oh,
like she
really?
went into that. Yeah, I mean, I'm a confrontational person. Like, I'm not someone that's just like, oh, let's just like, I'm a very confrontational person. I can be a bitch. But I thought that she took it so over the top that she was like not even allowing Nicole to speak. And like, I actually felt bad for Nicole. I'm not saying that Nicole was in the right, but I felt bad for how Candace treated her. And I'm not someone like, I'm not like, oh, I feel so bad for her, she's a victim. I'm just saying there was like, Candace was not looking to like try to resolve anything. Whereas I thought Nicole went on there saying like, being like, okay, let's discuss a topic that we disagree with. And Candace looked at it as, we're going to debate, you're wrong, like whatever. And she was saying, so she went into it as a hostile thing. I think Nicole went into it thinking that they were friends and they were just going to discuss something that they disagreed with.
Okay, right. And what they disagreed on is, should Chrissy Teigen be canceled? You know, because the right is like, oh, largely anti-cancel culture, but here's this like,
what's your thoughts on
canceled. That? I definitely see both sides of it. I think perhaps I am more on the side of Candace here, was like where like not as far as her fight with Nicole, but like I think Chrissy Teigen has just been given like endless opportunity and endless cushions to fall on, and hasn't like truly, like she said so many like disgusting tweets over the years, and been a huge bully, and like wants to shut down businesses she doesn't agree with, and she just, I feel like she continually has been like getting off each time, and it is good to see a little bit of accountability happen. I just like, it's tough because there's what's right, and then there's like personally, I can't stand Chrissy Teigen, and it's like she and I got into like, not even that, it wasn't even a tiff. I mean, she like, I pointed out that she deleted like 30,000 plus tweets over the summer, and then she like it sort of like birthed this whole like PR kind of nightmare thing for her, and then she blocked me, and she blocked all these people, and then people started like linking me with like QAnon. I'm like, I was just wondering why she deleted thousands of tweets
about saying that like toddlers look good.
Yeah, about toddlers like looking good.
I don't know if you can see that in the private chat. I think I sent the link.
Oh yes, here it is. Okay, this is brilliant. Oh, look at that. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to bring this up because I am a woman in tech. Share screen. Wait, what was it called? Oh, Nicole Arbour walks off heated debate. Yes. Okay, and we can see it. Okay, here we go.
Welcome. If you've been following this show or just following me in general over the past few years, you know that
it starts a little bit like
slow, women and how difficult it can be.
They kind of talk about a different topic first, so I would try to like look when they start talking.
Make her cry. It worked.
Spears, I think I would.
Content.
Oops.
She had fulfilled her duty. Courtney been speaking out. We're not talking about bullying.
So this is the panel, right?
Yeah. So Nicole takes a little bit to talk.
And political strategist.
Maybe go a little bit further.
Episode where horrible human being on. Chrissy Teigen was sliding into her DMs, telling her to commit suicide. Here are just some of like the tweets that she has said to Courtney Stodden, notorious. I'm not surprised Mariah is having twins. I was always pretty positive there were 2 to 15 babies growing inside of her. Okay, fine. Like fair game, Mariah. I say fair game as in this is nasty stuff. Yeah. But when we're talking about these young girls, this is what I really want to focus on. Yes. These girls are teenagers, right? Demi Lovato, she also had another tweet about her. Demi Lovato went to rehab notoriously for, I think it was for addiction to pills or something. And suicide. Yeah, and suicide-related thoughts. Made fun of her and said you should make the bed for Charlie Sheen. Has the media given her a pass?
Is this it?
Yeah, they start soon, I think. The other ones talk too, so once they start talking, though, it's like maybe go a little bit ahead.
Candace, like Courtney Stodden's exact quote in the interview that she gave is that she told her to kill herself, right? There's a young woman that's in prison right now.
I was just going to bring up that case.
Yeah.
Legally speaking,
this is completely different because 7-year-old woman, with power. My perspectives, I know hers. We disagree on that, right? Yeah. But we had this conversation, and Courtney was very clear that this stuck with her for a very long time. She was groomed by an adult male, and the whole world kind of watched this take place. She was married off to him. Her mother wasn't supportive of it, and she's just now coming to realization that adults have been abusing her. And so again, this feels different to me. Nicole, I do want to get to you and we spoke about this as well. That is this like
less educated, but I did speak of it.
Yeah, I would love to jump into it. So do you have an intro for it? Should we tell the audience?
Well, yeah. So I want to bring you up to speed. So Nicole posted a counter video to what she deems to be cancel culture of me saying that Chrissy Teigen needs to face some consequences for this. Background being obvious.
I found myself getting annoyed because I was like, look how nice her house is. I was like, she's so rich.
Is she really? I don't even know anything about
Arbour. Yeah.
Suicide. Nicole, you declined to have the video clip that we had shown because you said you felt like it took you out of context. I disagree with that assessment, but we respected that. This is the post as a screenshot. Your caption was aggressive. It said canceling people is for keywords. Yes. Okay, there it is. Leave it out. Become bulletproof. We don't need the bullies. We need to be awesome, period. And these are quotations from that video. Sure. The world needs bullies. You know why we need bullies? Because we need people to be able to rise above something. It's okay to have people talk about you as long as it's not like crazy and like whatever.
So this is still out of context
because I want to.
You're still doing it out of context, which is why I didn't air the video.
No. But I'm going to let you put it in the context. I want to. There are specific.
But I think Nicole's already going like, oh shit, I'm gonna look bad.
It's a stupid way.
These are bullet points because you said we couldn't play the video.
I kind of see where she's coming from though.
I said starting with that more takes the video out of context.
I'm reading you specific things I want you to respond to. I'm gonna give you.
Sure.
I see both sides. We'll let them talk.
You can see because Nicole's upset because she probably said don't read this.
I will.
And I'm going to give you
because the way she does it in a comedy way. So like there's like swear words and Candace kind of says it like, oh, well, you have such a potty mouth, and she's kind of like, but it's like not supposed to be like a professional video.
Right.
So it's kind of like making it seem like Nicole just seems trashy, by the way.
I mean, anybody who knows her knows that she's not the most professional person.
Yeah.
I don't think Nicole tries to seem polished. That's not really her brand.
Right, which she says that, but I feel like the way, I don't know, maybe let's listen to it again.
Okay.
Using women or doing actual heinous things to people who may be on the right in America and are like cancel culture in the same breath is tweeting hashtag cancel Chrissy Teigen. That's me. What the F are you doing? Actual said the expletives.
Yes.
You know, and you said, if you are trying to cancel someone, you are a P word again. I don't give a F who you are. You put a hashtag cancel this person. Suck a D-I-C-K. You're one of them
I'm
now.
a comedian.
Now you're one of them.
This wasn't meant to be
as if it's a TED Talk. This is supposed to be.
It was a script?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep going.
No, she's reading it as if it was.
Nobody should be canceling people for tweets 10 years ago. Nobody should be canceling people for anything. We need to make teens bulletproof.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
So this was supposed to be a comedy skit.
Not supposed to be. A lot of people did laugh, and the predominant response to that was a lot of cheering. So I took something and I flipped it and made it motivational, because not only do I believe that what Chrissy Teigen did is disgusting.
Yeah, I think it was more motivational than comedy.
But I believe that the opposite of bullying is not anti-bullying. It's making people bully-proof. It's training the next group of teens to be bully-proof, so that when someone talks, because there isn't one Chrissy Teigen, there's a million of them. And we cannot stoop to her level. We've all seen the movie Mean Girls. You cannot out-mean them.
I agree with her on this, that people do need to be tougher.
And I hate that this has caused like a rift between us. And I feel like Chrissy Teigen wins if that's what happens here.
Okay, so just a couple things I want to say. First,
she doesn't care.
The movie Mean Girls is about teenagers being mean to each other, not about adult women who have a platform of 24 million people sliding in the DMs of teenagers.
That's true.
Yeah, but that it makes no sense. She's not saying that to Mean Girls.
Saying that Chrissy Teigen wins.
Right. She's being critical of everything she says.
Yeah, she's very hostile.
Then went into the comments and doubled down on these insults. I think we have a clip of what you said about me on, you said
she is not trying to meet her halfway.
She enjoys the game as much as they do, which is why they do it.
Are you gonna let me talk, or are you pulling a
one
view
of
on
us?
me?
I'm just finishing the statement. So
Okay,
I'm just trying
so
to
then I
understand,
will-
how is this not supposed to be offensive to me?
Okay, so I don't like that you have used your audience to engage in cancel culture. Can we call people out? Yes. Can we say that the behavior was disgusting? Yes. But I did not put on a MAGA hat, lose friends and family and brand deals and business and everything to stand for free speech and against cancel culture to have the same people do it. It does not work. It doesn't work.
So I want you to just respond. You said that you're okay with canceling people unless you said, I'm sorry, I don't think we need to cancel people unless they're like rapists, abusing women, or doing actual heinous things. Do you not think that sliding into the DMs of a teenager
1,000%
and encourage them to commit suicide?
We can just.
Is that not a heinous thing?
100%.
Yeah, I think they're differing on accountability versus canceling. I think that's like their big misunderstanding.
Yes, and I don't know. I feel like they totally went into this thinking totally different things. Like I think Nicole thought it was gonna be two friends discussing something that they disagree with, and Candace went into it like Nicole, I didn't even watch the videos, but Nicole made videos about cancel culture, and Candace thought that they were directed at her. I don't know if that's true or not. And Nicole said they weren't directed at you. They were directed at anyone talking about, any conservatives talking about canceling Chrissy Teigen, which a lot of them were. So I feel like Candace thought that she was attacking her, so she's going on defense, and that's why she's so hostile. But I think Nicole really wasn't looking at it that way, and I just thought that it just was clearly uneven, this entire thing.
Yeah, now that I've watched this, it's like, Candace is clearly on the offensive here. Like and Nicole was probably like, oh, I thought we were just going to talk about like our feelings in an open kind of way. And she's quoting her video, I think, to make her sound like, oh, look how much she curses. And
that's what I'm saying. That's what it is. That's what I'm like. That's exactly how I felt. I feel like she was in reading every time she says like a script. So when you're
she didn't need to do that to get her point across.
It makes her sound dumb. Like she's trying to make her sound just like less than and dumb. I don't know if that's Candace's intentions. She is just literally reading the exact script. So I guess that does make sense too. But it does sound demeaning in a way. So where I could see Nicole being like, it just makes me sound stupid and like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Candace was a little bit out to get, because if she felt like offended by her or like, oh, that she was gunning for her, like this is her chance to get back at Nicole. But I don't agree that video was comedy. Like it's just her, like she's kind of like a motivational speaker, I think. Like ever since like Dear Fat People, she's kind of like a anti-woke motivational speaker. I wouldn't consider what she does comedy, But
yeah, I agree. It's like not comedy, but I think the point that she was making was it's not supposed to be some like serious scripted thing. She was just talking, and she calls herself a comedian. You know, comedians can curse and have it not be that big of a deal. So I think that was just the point that she was making. But I think if Nicole actually thought that this would be a hostile situation, she would not have gone.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Prepared.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
That's interesting that she blocked you, though. I had no idea. Like, I don't really know drama.
I don't know why.
So.
I don't know. I think it's because I stood up for this guy that she had a beef with. But I was like, of course I'm going to stand up for like my friends before somebody else, because I just thought that like what she did was kind of fucked up. I wonder if there's anything else. So like, at what point did she walk off?
The other thing is they don't like you. Her fans, they don't like you or respect you. Or maybe me. So you don't have the ability to cancel them because they don't care about your opinion.
The corporations clearly do, because Macy's dropped the Target drops, and that's what you were responding to.
That was already
done. Nicole's tone of voice is she's trying to be like, hey, this doesn't have to be a fight.
Right. I don't think we should be canceling people.
So you consider this a cancellation? Because what I'm saying
to the hashtag cancel Chrissy. That is the opposite of everything you say you stand for.
What I am saying is I view this as Chrissy facing a consequence.
Yeah.
She's not the face of brands. This is the face of brands. Okay.
Of course.
But that's, you're saying of course now.
But no, we don't cancel people.
This video where
we do not cancel people.
An effing P word.
I did not call you an effing P word. I said people who are trying to cancel people are P words. And I'm a comedian, and that's how I talk. That's how I talk on stage. That's how I talk with a mic in my hand. I was on my platform with a mic in my hand. That's how I talk.
You did 3 videos and you mentioned my name. So now you're
Well, I mentioned your name after, and I said I think she's amazing and she's very intelligent and she's great. And I'm not against Candace. Those were my words in the video. And you know this. I will not let you make this a Nicole versus Candace issue.
It's not a Nicole versus Candace issue. It is that you are rewriting history. You were
That's not true.
You said Candace debate me. So clearly,
well, then let's debate.
You're saying make it a Candace versus Nicole.
If she said Candace debate me, then
so don't play like I don't
right.
Then she is kind of asking for this in a sense.
In an angry way. It's let's have a discussion.
But literally a debate is so and so versus this person.
Right, so
I'll ask for a debate. We honored it. You're on the show.
I'll talk.
Go ahead, Brendan.
Yeah. No, you can't. I want to say
okay.
You know who didn't cancel people? Jesus. Straight up.
But Jesus didn't shop at Target.
Maybe he probably would have.
Yeah, it's like maybe don't shop at Target, don't buy her stuff. It's up to the individual.
He flipped the table once to show what's up.
I agree.
But you can't ask, like, corporations, they are not they're kind of weak in the sense that the moment that someone is bad PR for them, they're like, goodbye. I don't think it's, even if we were to say, oh, let's not cancel Chrissy Teigen, I don't think they would care. Like, they'd be like, what? Well, we just care about our bottom line. It's almost like it's too late.
But I guess Candace directed her followers to literally contact Target to cancel.
Oh, wow.
So I disagree with that.
Yeah, I think
I would never tell people that watch my stuff or like me to go come together and attack this person or go I would never tell people to do that.
Ugh. Like, I don't know all the details of Chrissy Teigen and Candace, like what their history is together. But God, I mean, like if Chrissy really like wronged Candace or I don't know, tried to cancel her, then maybe it is more personal, and I can understand that. But yeah,
I can't like the personal thing. Like, I don't know. I don't let those things affect me. I don't know. I would not want someone to lose a job or any opportunity because of a personal affliction. I think it's a stronger argument that she's like a crazy, like bully freak, potential predator. That's a bigger thing than like a personal thing. But yeah, I don't know. I think that I like them both. I mean, I know Candace more. I just feel like they've both read the situation wrong with the other's intentions before coming on.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like Candace was like out for Nicole to make her look bad instead of like listening. She definitely wasn't trying to listen to her. And Nicole was defensive the whole time. She wasn't able to like get out from under that or like enjoy the appearance.
She kept trying to say, I don't want this to be a you versus me thing. I'm not going to let you make, and Candace is like not even like listening to that. It's like attack, attack, attack.
Ooh. Yeah. I wonder how else. I wonder if, is there anything else?
Follow a leader.
I view which
pretty much just bicker until Nicole walks off.
White male's opinion, if we could all.
Or it's about me, and now you're pretending like I'm not using my time.
I can't imagine how bad this must feel.
Right?
It's about Candace. Like you're not saying sensitive. I'm calling you out on it.
Let's be realistic.
I'm calling you out on this. Like don't
take your audience.
that
that they were a Trump supporter, Target to be banned. We don't. These companies are supposed to be
Target and Macy's drop her products so that she can be held accountable for what she's done. I don't think her products got dropped. I didn't ask for her to be erased from the internet.
That's stupid.
Maybe we could all agree on just the idea of cancel culture. We don't they
so
a bunch of
more. Okay, and then okay.
Which imagine how like terrible that must have felt for Nicole.
Yeah,
like, being at their studio.
Oof, I do feel for her.
Yeah, that's probably rough.
I'm gonna politely decline to be on the rest of the show.
Oh, that's right.
I know that you guys want the clip of me leaving, so I'm gonna give it to you. And, I appreciate you having me on. I would love for a real conversation sometime, because I just think what just happened here is really gross, and it didn't need to happen. And I know I've said gross a million times, and you're gonna make fun of me for it. But I think that we have the opportunity to be better human beings and better women and set a better example. And I hope that we can do that.
And I think that you're saying that now, but you should have started thinking about that before you posted 3 videos about me and my character.
And that's what it's about. That is, she feels wronged and targeted by the videos. And this whole appearance was about Candace like getting her back.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, I see it a little differently now. Damn, though. It's a good reminder to all of us to never fuck with Candace Owens.
Yeah, or at least be able to back it up and whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It sucks. She probably is upset, but
yeah,
I don't know. I followed them both on Twitter after. I was like, are they tweeting anything?
Now I think back to like people who've like wronged me or like, tried to cancel me, or I would never tell my fans to not go to their shows or to cancel her shows, because those people have done that to me. I would say like, yeah, leave it up to the individual. Like, do you want to buy her products or not? Right. That's up to you. Like, I wouldn't say go, let the market decide, right? Like if she's that much of a turnoff, or the corporation comes.
Like you're leveraging your power and influence to like destroy someone.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder like, ooh, what's the personal beef there? Like what is making Candace, want this to happen? It's interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
don't know. Tricky situation.
I do feel for Nicole on this, that you can feel how tense that was and how she wasn't really letting her talk.
Yeah. And, she kept trying. She kept, even at the end, at the total end of the thing, she's like, I would like to have a real conversation, and Candace like, yeah, you should have thought of that, bitch. Like,
right. Would it have helped if she just sucked it up and stayed there the whole rest? It probably wouldn't have gotten as much coverage. If she hadn't walked off, it wouldn't have blown up as much. Because that's what made me want to look into it. Like, oh, she walked off? Like, I didn't even know she was on the show.
Yeah, same. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Because I'm pretty sure Nicole was a guest on the Candace Owens Show. Like, they were, I don't know how close of friends they were, but obviously somewhat. So that's, I don't know, crazy situation. It's always interesting to see people from, the right fight for me. Like, whenever I see like Twitter fights and stuff, it's very interesting.
Ooh. Oh my God. I'm going to look back on this when I have moments where I'm like, I wish I had more followers. I wish I had more like appearances. And then you look at this kind of a fight and you're like, yeah, that's what comes along with it. Like people call you out and then it gets really public and messy. And I feel for Nicole Arbour.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd say that.
I didn't right. And that's good because you have your own personal like feelings towards her, but you're able to put that aside and like watch a situation as objectively as you can. I thought I would go into it thinking Nicole was wrong, and I'm not necessarily on team Nicole or anything. I just think that the way Candace handled it was gross, as Nicole said.